matchups are. But let's see. Alright, what does this do? Alright, 3, 4. I mean, this is probably a keep. I think I have 0 right now, actually. Where do I go back? I'm pretty certain. Yeah, I have 0 as of right now. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna shut this door behind me. I'm gonna be a little scared if they take land grant. Okay. If they took land grant, that'd probably imply that they're trying to force the other one. Yeah, I'm thinking it's ant because they took duress here. Ooh. I'm going to cast this right now. I need to hit threshold for Cabal Ritual. That's like goal number 1. If we can cast this for 5. Okay, well, it resolved. Arm, you never cease to amaze. Oh, I meant to click Trop. That's annoying. Trop is better here in case I draw a cantrip. Although land grant does provide a shuffle, so I guess that's not the end of the world. I mean, that's kind of accurate, Orm. How many trophies do I get if I 5-0 with this, though? Oh, my overlay's kind of off. This Flusterstorm thing here is a little bit weird. It's normally more centered. Okay, so guys, either Grixis Control or Storm. Okay, it's Storm. I'm surprised they haven't taken this yet. I think they're just trying to do the... looks like they're trying to choke us on mana. We'll see what they take here. Taking Cabal is probably the correct play. Cheesehead RI, welcome. At least 20 trophies? Wait, so that means I just jumped to the top? Alright, I'm game. Oh, man. I'm gonna cast this, pick up the Trop. I'm probably gonna die here. I also probably should work out the sideboard a little more, but I stopped for a second. I thought that I could do some mapping, but I really don't know exactly how this is supposed to map out until I play with it. It looks a little light against Chalice, but this Grave Titan plan seems good. I think I'm dead here, and I think this is Tess. Looks like I'm dead. Alright, well, they know our hand, so I'm going to press F6. Okay, it's Tess. We're going to get Ad Nauseam. They have a land drop left at 16. They put us at like 2% to live here. And that's a good start. Alright, we're alive. We're alive. Flip more blue cards. Flip more blue cards. Alright, we're still alive. We're still alive. If we draw any mana source, we can kill them because this Dark Petition is effectively +1. Or sorry, we can start Citadeling. We don't necessarily kill them. She said, alright, I think the Cardboard Live extension should be active right now, and my current list is on there. And if it's not working, they stop. They hit a... Ooh, cool. Right, so they're going to empty. We're going to have a turn. This might actually be a good list for engineered explosives because I don't care too much about Chalice. I don't actually know. What's up, Elf Kid? I don't think this is stock. I'm pretty sure stock is one of each duel, one of each basic 8 fetches. They didn't even choose to empty. What? Oh, they chose to cantrip for LED instead. Okay. Elf Kid, are you qualified? Oh, I should adjust this thing. Or do you live in Barcelona? Dude, I can't wait to meet all the Legacyers there. Yeah, I don't know what the heck they did. Alright, so they discarded... Well, they couldn't Thoughtseize us. They only drew Thoughtseize. They didn't draw Duress. Swamp, Pluto Delta, Chromox. What they do? They brainstormed and they imprinted a Ponder. And they played Badlands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this is... Their likely hand are these cards at the moment. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I really want to save this land drop. If I didn't use the land grant... Yeah, we want to hold the land drop if possible. I think I'm going to do it off pedal because I pretty much have to kill them this turn. So I'm going to assume I kill them this turn and do it off pedal. I think this makes the most sense. Oh, let's go. Oh, wait, I can just tendrils them. That's no fun. Damn it. All right. Oh, no, I stacked it wrong. What did I put back? I needed the land. Oh, no. Ah. Okay, so to be fair, I've never played a Storm deck with 2 copies of Dark Petition, so I just assumed that this would work. Okay, so this card does not work well with LED in most of the sense. I considered not playing LED in this list. Yeah, controls. That doesn't... I mean, I'm not factually dead. I could draw Cabal Ritual next turn. Well, that felt terrible. Alright, so deck is busted. I just can't win with it, if there's anything we've learned. Yeah, you're right. I definitely should have played the LED in case they find exactly Duress. Are we dead? I'm not actually certain if we're dead. They've already ad nauseamed. It's going to depend. So let's say they have the Passive Flames on their board. They have, okay. They go Dark Rit, Dark Rit. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Burning Wish down to 7. Passive Flames down to 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if they have Passive Flames, they have kind of a weird, complicated line. Because one of the hard parts with test of Passive Flames lines is that 1 Burning Wish exiles and 2 Tendrils isn't in your deck. So you normally have to find 2 copies of Burning Wish. Let's see what they do. That really sucked. Okay, now we're just dead on Storm count. Oh my god, that felt awful. That was the worst way to start this league off. Alright, so we could have won game 1. So they have 8 mana floating, a tutor on the stack. Either way, they can find Tendrils if it's in their deck or in their sideboard. Come on, Moto. Okay. Alright, so we don't have Flusterstorms. I don't think they're going to board cards for us. I'm kind of close to clicking submit. Chain of Vapor kind of works as Flusterstorm against Ad Nauseam. Alright, so I normally like to board 1 Echoing Truth against tests, partially because they don't board out empty the Warrens. But also, if they go Infernal Tutor Crack LED, and they have either a Mox Opal or a Chrome Mox in play, you can chain it and counter their Infernal Tutor. I'm wondering if that's too deep with this deck, though. I think I like Child because it lets me Goldfish. I feel like this is the card I'm going to board out the most, but it's the best game 1 card. I don't think I want Welding Jar. I think I can cut a Tendrils for a chain and run that. The argument being that both of them probably don't do much in my hand in this matchup. Or that Tendrils doesn't... Oh, this is really good. Tendrils doesn't do much in my hand in this matchup. Like, it's not a card I actively want to draw. So trimming 1 copy of that seems fine. Yeah, I did 2 until I misclicked. Or I didn't misclick, I mentally brain farted there. COT4, thanks for the follow. Oh, I should make that a command. That's a good point, Jarvis. 2 Brainstorms, 1 land, Chromox. Okay, so they have redundant cantrips, redundant action, and Tess is a deck that has a hard time functioning without Lion's Eye Diamond. So this will at least buy me enough time, hopefully, to slam this into play, which we're probably going to do on turn 3. Sorry, I should pop this out. This is my most annoying part when I'm watching streams, is when someone casts a discard spell and they can't actually see what they did. Perfect. Woo, we did it. The question is if I want to Brainstorm. I don't think so. I'm going to put the Citadel in play. They could Burning Wish for Pulverize and sack 2 mountains and blow it up. But assuming they hit a land, but then they have no lands. I think I'm okay just jamming it out. To avoid lag issues while streaming, go on the settings on the bottom left. Oh, these settings. Oh my god. Is this new? I've never seen this. Keep the red zone always open. Oh my god. Phase ladder. You can hide it. Oh my god. We've entered arena mode. I've just never used it. That's cool. Elf Kid, thanks for the tip. Oh my god, that's so much better. Thank you. Alright. Bolas has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. No! There are only 8 of those left. Oh my god. Alright, so they're gonna cast a Brainstorm because I'm pretty sure they're forced to go off here. Clearly. Okay, so my initial build of this was actually close to Belcher, and then I realized how bad Belcher is. And probably shouldn't say initial build, because I don't actually know how many builds I've made of this. It's at least 6. Yeah. Alright, kill me. I'm gonna put us like 95+% to win. Yeah, they're called Dark Petition. It's like really good. You sack a Lotus Petal and an LED and it makes a 6 drop. Oh, I should plug the stream. I always forget to do that. Put it on Twitter. Alright. I think this is... Well, they can't Burning Wish for Pulverize because we don't have 2 mountains. Alright, well, they got Pulverize. Alright, so something important to do almost always when you're playing with Bolas' Citadel is to hold priority. Chromox is a great example of this. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm going to hold priority. I'm going to cast Brainstorm right here. Pass priority back. Now, while Brainstorm is resolving, I get to see what this card is, so now I know it's a Child of Corliss. I'm going to put 2 lands back. It's kind of close. No, Lake of the Dead. What's up, bros? Fist and bros. Yeah, that's what I'm unsure right now. If I want to put spells or lands back. This is always something hard to do right here. So I could put the spells back. Oh, and then I have Child under it. Yeah, that's easy. Thank you. Alright. I guess I can respond to this Chromox. Do I want to respond? No, it's a sorcery. I can't respond. Alright, guys, we're learning how this works together. Choose to imprint none of them. I would like to pay 4 life. This might have won us the game on the spot because they can't ad nauseam. Because they're at 11. Man, Tessa's a great deck. Ooh! Alright, question is if I... So I'm gonna play a fetch at some point this turn if I play a land. So I'm gonna play it right now. Now it's important to hold priority. Cast Dark Ritual. Yeah, that's fine. Need to hold priority. Duress you. Do I care about Pulverize? I mean, I can come back. I played the land, so something important to do with cantrips is you want to be able to hold priority so you can stack your deck better. Because while a spell is on the stack, especially if it's a cantrip, you want to be able to respond by casting the spell beneath it, and a fetch land lets me shuffle to have another chance at that. I think my logic with 1 Chain of Vapor is fine. I think I'm going to run it. This board could have Flusterstorms. We're currently looking at 0 Fluster, 0 Graveyard Hate. Yeah, we're playing 12 lands, 4 land grant with 2 fetchable targets. Maybe this Misty Rainforest should be a Bayou or a Trop, I'm not sure. But, you know, my opponent conceded to Duress. Like, I was nowhere near in a deterministic spot, and they're like, I'm not having it. Alright, so if I was smart, that would have been game 2. I guess that's not true, because I was on the play and I would have been on the draw if I won game 1 properly. Brainstorm LED fetch. For those of you that are trying to learn just storm decks in general, if your hand has these 3 cards right here, and any of these are not a land, you just keep it, doesn't matter. Like, I think if this was an ant hand and it was like 4 lands, Duress, Brainstorm, LED, I'd keep. I don't think I keep 5 lands, Brainstorm, LED. The 5 landers that I keep with Storm are Brainstorm, Tutor, Brainstorm, Ponder, or Brainstorm, Brainstorm. Chose to shuffle. Oh, I get to Duress him. Let's go! Oh. Yeah, because you can... Well, you have the option to respond. This land might be hard to cast. If you hold priority in response to duress, theory, you can cantrip before seeing their hand to get more info on what to take. Like if you take another discard spell, but normally it's probably better to do it the other way. So I guess most of the time it's probably correct to not respond to your duress. Alright, so they boarded in Echoing Truth for Citadel. I highly doubt they're going to be able to hold it up. They chose to not shuffle on Ponder. So they very likely are hiding mana on top of their deck right now. I kind of want to just take this duress. I don't think there's anything with responding to a discard spell. You definitely want to respond to cantrips and tutors, though. Okay, so, God, Tess hands just look like they all do nothing, so I don't really know what to take. I mean, his hand does nothing, so I'm going to take this duress, I guess. So there's definitely like a fetch land in there to put all this rubbish back. So I kind of want to take Brainstorm, but I'm relying really heavily on this Brainstorm. I think I need to let them, like my Brainstorm probably does more than their Brainstorm, because my hand sucks too. Well, it doesn't suck, but like their hand is more likely to function in a short amount of time from natural draw than mine is not. So I think I need to take this duress. Fairy Conclave subbed with Twitch. What? I have a Twitch sub? Oh my god. Anthony, thank you, dude. Oh my god. Welcome. Oh man, thanks for the sub. Fairy Conclave, feel free to speak up in chat, dude. How have you been? The XQST is now following. Thanks for the follow. And let's just pass. Fairy Conclave, you are my first sub, so thank you. I mean, you're technically not wrong, Lauren. We also, like, just might have turn 2 anyways. Where'd the music go? Alright. It's an interesting sequence right there. Okay, so looking for discard is what this is. This is kind of smart on their behalf. Oh, come back. Right, I need to finish plugging the stream. Always forget. So this is just kind of one of the issues with Tess, is that when you play these like low impact cards, you really need LED in order to really do anything, because Burning Wish stops you from getting Hellbent with Tutor, and Burning Wish doesn't find, Burning Wish does not find Ad Nauseam, and it doesn't work with Past in Flames. Force your own spells. Plug this. I need to stop. I need to type in the URL. That's not bad. Alright, speaking of bad cards. You know, the worst part of Chromox, in addition to everything I don't like about it, is that Chromox has this little line on it. Let's see if I can pull it up. Which says right here, non-artifact, non-land, so you can't imprint Bolas' Citadel, which is pretty annoying. We have a scrub land. We can cast this Child. I don't think I want to, though. I think I want to put back Child Chromox. There's also an argument to put back this land. Maybe I... Orem, are you serious? Like, I think there's honestly an argument for that. I'm not going to make it, though. The argument being that we might die next turn. Alright, so hear me out. I'm going to put back Island, Children of Corylus here. Oh, wait, Children stops Tendrils. I totally forgot. You're right, Jarvis. You're right. I forgot about that. That's something I learned when I was first playing Storm. So I'm gonna put back... Do I even need the second LED is a question. I'm gonna put back this island because we have this land grant right here. Alright, so the island goes back. Now the next question is what else goes back? So, if I was going to cantrip this turn, I would keep the Chromox because Chromox can cast a discard spell, but I'm not going to be doing that. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and slide this Chromox back. Kind of messed up this interface here. Oh! Starting having a Streamlab issue. There we go. Alright. And Chromox back. They do only have 5 mana. They only need 7 though. So I guess here I'm going Scrubland Child. There's really not a reason to hold this LED, so I'm just gonna play it. I mean, Orm's line is probably the truth here. Nope. Actually, gonna add nauseam. Yeah, of course. Thank you for pointing that out, Fairy Conclave. So probably need to do that through here. What's that? I love the attitude Orm. Alright, we're obviously in a bad spot, but there's a chance they miss the line as well. There's a chance they miss this Child of Coreless interaction, like I did. There's a really, really good chance they can't actually get to 20 Storm here. And they're probably going to need a crack a Lion's Eye Diamond, or they might just crack it for the sake of cracking it here. No, they're definitely going to need to because they need double black. Are you guys seeing lag? Moto sounds always just lag for me. Cabal therapy, interesting. Visual is laggy. I'll give Moto a restart after this game. So they're at 3. So Orm, I think your line might actually come up here where I might crack 1 LED in response to Ponder, because it means I can cast Dark Petition if I ponder into it. Alright, thanks for the feedback, guys. I'll go ahead and change that after. They hit no rituals, though, so they need to crack an LED here. No, we're probably going to sack Child with a Tendrils on the stack at 2 life, Elf Kid. Okay, so they have 1 Rite of Flame. There's the LED. Orm, I don't need to crack both LEDs. I know you like cracking LEDs. What is that emote? Caleb D. Greed. Oh, I love it. Well, he needs to see the line. He did find the echo. Because I honestly forgot the line, so maybe they missed the line as well. Hi, Eddie. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, man. They're just gonna grape shot me. Oh, they put one at the child. Wait, what are they doing? Oh. Yeah, let's see if they see this too. Oh, they're just... No, they did it right. Man. Oh, they saw the line. Alright. We lost. Alright, now they have wish for tendrils here. Okay, so there's a chance they actually board in the tendrils, so I guess I'll make them show it to me. So if they boarded in the tendrils, then they can only empty here? Okay. Alright, we died. Oh, this really cared fast. Oh, it's gonna restart Moto. Come on, opponent. The lag is gone. If everything's fine, I'm just gonna keep going. Sweet. Maybe Moto just couldn't handle these foils. I know that's an actual thing, which is kind of pathetic, but... Cooked brains at 1-0. This hand looks great. Alright, so what I'm looking for is mana, and this deck does a pretty good job at playing Citadel on turn 3, so I'm pretty inclined to actually lead on discard first. Also, they mulligan to 5. And they have 74 cards in their deck. What? They're playing a 70... I don't know if you guys can see this. They have a 75 card combined main deck and sideboard. I think they might have... Yeah, thanks Jarvis, I see that. I wonder if they're playing 75 card dredge. Ban Citadel, let's go. Alright, what do I... I don't know what they're doing. It's probably nonsense, so I want those chains. But I don't really want to cut anything. Nah. With Storm, I normally board in 2 decays and an empty. With Ant, I don't feel I need any of this nonsense, though. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna run back. Oh, look at that. I probably can't actually come to a conclusion, because if they're playing like Delver, then they had 14 lands that make mana in their 75 card deck and just conceded. That hand was reasonable. I didn't really want to run that risk of keeping it, though. This hand's a lot better. Am I going to mulligan to 6 and scry a pedal on top? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think they just accidentally ran 75 game 1. No, it is Grizzlebrand! No! I specifically said not Grizzlebrand. Alright, they don't know what I'm doing, but I know what they're doing. The good news is we have no sideboard cards. Elf Kid, get out of here. Grizzlebrand! The second they cast the second they look at my hand, I'm gonna concede. The Entombed Chancellor, so they're probably assuming I'm playing Storm. I guess I won't concede to that. I think I'm gonna play Scrubland and pass just to fuck with them so they think I'm a Rest in Peace deck. I don't want to cast this child, I don't think. I've lost this game, I'm just playing Scrubland, so... Yeah. Alright. So I have like some cards, actually. I'm definitely not boarding in these Grave Titans. One, because they don't raise Grizzlebrand, but two, because they can reanimate them. So I have 2 Chain of Vapor. I think I want all these Tendrils because their life total goes low. I normally trim Thoughtseize here. I don't know if I want to or not because I'm on 6 discard, and normally when I trim Thoughtseize I go from 8 to 6. I have 8 cantrips. I don't want to cut those. I could cut a land, but I'm so low. I don't think I want to do that. Chromox is fine for speed. Oh my god, and then they tin fins me! I gotta board them out so that doesn't happen, right? I wonder if this card's actually good. I definitely think I want the chain. I think Thoughtseize has got to be the cut. I don't know. It's either Thoughtseize or Child, because nothing else is cuttable. What do you guys think? I know chat's probably going to lean towards keeping in discard because it feels really weird to board out discard against Reanimator. This is close though. So Child lets us combo harder, but what I'm unsure of, just because I haven't ran this enough, is if I need that effect. I don't think so. I'm just going to pull it out. There's a good chance these shouldn't even be in the deck because Tendrils always does that, but Tendrils doesn't work if you're at too low of a life total. I mean, yeah. I can't mulligan this. It doesn't do anything against them, but I can't mulligan this. Leave the Child. Yeah. Well, so Tendrils can, at the very least, like if they reanimate and then pass, which is why I'm going to hold all these cards in my hand right here. I'm kind of like, I could say this bluffs flush if I showed him a Scrubland game 1. Hopefully that Scrubland lead them to bring in like Serenity or some nonsense. I'm gonna think about flustering it for like 5 seconds. Say okay. They got Tidespout Tyrant. Okay, so they don't know what we're doing. That's good. Not gonna cast that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Alright. Good to hear. They're gonna make a Tidespout here, and I'm gonna feel kind of bad. If they cast Reanimate, oh, that's so good for me. I really don't understand why they entombed Tidespout, not a Grizzlebrand, but for whatever reason, I'm probably fine. It probably I think if I didn't play Scrubland, they might not have made that play. So I feel like kind of supportive of that now. I can't respond. Now they can take my tendrils. Alright, there goes the tendrils. Ooh. Alright, so either they have 2 mana reanimation or they don't have it. No! We were so close! We were so close! We only have 5 mana. Yeah, or they had Looting Grizzle in hand. That's a good point, Chubby Rain. I forgot about that. And they were missing a reanimation. So that means they're probably missing a reanimation spell. What I'm wondering is if I want to play this LED or cast this land grant. I think I want to cast this land grant. So they might end up making both these things. Dude, I know. I do. I want to look real quick at this list. So we have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 28, 31. We had like 34 mana sources, and only 9 of them were lands. Any of the non-land mana sources and we got there. Alright, well, the story is we didn't get there. I think I'm supposed to cast this now. Just so it assures I have it next turn, unless they have another discard spell. Yeah, they do know about my hand. I'm probably more likely to need a fetch out green than black, or blue than black. Caleb Getman, thanks for the follow. I could play this LED. That's probably correct to play it. Storm Count's going to be most likely irrelevant. Is it? That's the thing, is you really don't know. But if they Thoughtseize me, they're going to take this. But let's say they double Thoughtseize me, then I'm going to wish I played this, which there's a chance that they like pay a billion life, and then I rip Dark Petition. In which case I should just play both of those out, actually. Yeah, if I played this, I was supposed to play them all out. Alright, that's a good sign. Discards Petal Looting. I think that's a bad sign. Alright, well, there goes my Citadel. We stood a chance this game. Alright, they have nothing. Or they have 2 mana reanimation. Man! I'm playing 12 of them! Count them, there are 12. I guess I'm supposed to play it, not the Bayou. I'm gonna run all these out though. Omid Khan, welcome. Thanks for coming by. Was this AJ and Tony's friend, Omid? I'm supposed to hold Bayou because if I brainstorm it away, I can land grant for it. I probably should. Thanks for telling me, Chase. All right, there's the 4th and final looting. Until they hit land 3. What's up, Omid? Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you saw the notification. All right. What they been? They've been land unmask. Oh! All right, we got a chance. That's a reason to hold the land, but I don't think it'll matter. All right, so I'm gonna get the Underground Sea. The question is, do I need to crack this LED? And the answer is I have 5-6 already, so I don't. Now, unfortunately, I'm not playing a Past in Flames, which was a really hard decision. So if I was holding all these things, how many leagues? That's a good question. Probably 2. I don't think I'm supposed to crack a second fetch. This Bayou definitely goes back. And then this LED goes back. So the part about Children of Corliss is that I can't... Maybe Child is just unnecessary. I haven't gotten enough Goldfish reps in to determine that. Alright, well, we're dead. Maybe I could cut the 2 children, run Tendrils number 4, or run Pass in Flames, because then I don't need white, and I can play Pass in Flames. Yeah, we have petals. Alright, well, we're probably dead. It's not factual. If somehow they brick on like a discard spell, I'm in the clear. And they've used 3 unmasks. So there's probably about 4 to 5 discard spells in their deck. Oh, I should have thought about how I stacked it. I think I put the land then the LED back. Yeah, so if they do anything... If they don't discard us or cast an Iona, they're dead. So maybe I should have floated the No, but I wanted the tendrils. Yep. Man, both these games were like winnable. Both these matches. This one, I guess, technically is still winnable because they got an Ashen Rider. There's like not an Iona in their deck, I guess. They gotta hit my LED. I don't think I care. They gotta take my Cabal Ritual, and then they get to hit something else. Oh yeah, that puts me to 5 mana, so I guess that does matter. Assuming they hit their Cabal Therapy. Yeah, yeah. Oh! Alright, so there's mana on top, so I need to shuffle. Are there green cards? There's just land grant, so I'm not going to get a green land. Okay. Okay, we got there. Alright, don't have anything, don't have anything. Don't have instant speed discard spell. I don't need to crack anything. And thank you for the notification, Chase. There's an extra tendril, so we're good. What if it's not butter? Welcome. Alright. Is this my 3rd tendrils? Did I discard 2 already? I guess I did. And that's why we play 3, boys. Dude, yeah, right. I heard you like to pay 7. Why don't you pay 8? Brandon, thank you for the sub. Control for days. Oh my god. That's 2 today. 2 of 2. Thank you so much. Man. Welcome, Control for Days. Thanks for coming. Can you guys see the Cardboard Live extension? Okay, so this list definitely isn't perfect. I'm a big fan of this plan. I don't think this is necessary so far, so this could be something that adds consistency to putting this into play. Why does Jarvis not have a sword? I need to give Jarvis and Fairy Conclave a sword. That's slash mod. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. That's a good point, Chubby Rain. Why don't I actually talk about that right now? So this is my kind of opposite take of Citadel. Oh. Goldfish, why? That's because Okay, this is the most annoying part of MTG Goldfish now, is that they just have videos playing regardless of what page you're on. And it kind of just locked up. Yeah, Limdwell's Vault is kind of bad, but it's fine here. Oh, thanks, Jarvis. I'll get it on screen eventually. Here we go. All right, we're good. Cool. Actually, why don't I just take a screenshot of this? Yeah. All right, so I was talking about this before round one. There we go, perfect. All right, let's take a screenshot right here. Now we can close this and stop the lag. There we go. Yeah, that was probably the lag from earlier. All right, so the point of this list right here is we're kind of two-card Monty-esque. Thanks for linking it, Jarvis. I appreciate it. We're two-card Monty-esque where we have Painter Servant plus Grindstone, Legacy staple since 2012 or whatever. And then we also have Thought Lash plus Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, which this is Jace from the new set that it has the passive of Laboratory Maniac. So these two combo, if you don't know Thought Lash, it's a card from Alliances. Why don't I pull it up right here? It's one of the weird cumulative upkeep cost cards, but it has an activated ability that lets you exile the top of your library for free. Here we go. I'll let that match go. All right, so this is cumulative upkeep, exile the top card of your library, but has activated ability, exile the top card of your library, prevent 1 damage. So this card right here combos well with Citadel because you just got to control your deck, and then you just got to Citadel into 4 Lotus Petals and then your combo or what have you. Notably though, so you have this 2-card combo of Jace plus Thought Lash and the 2-card combo of Painter Servant plus Grindstone, but Bolas' Citadel combos with Thought Lash. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries helps you reset Bolas' Citadel. Grindstone also resets Bolas' Citadel. And Baleful Strix is kind of a glue that holds all this together. This list did have 2 Limdwell's Vault. Yeah, consultation is not legal. Man, I wish that was legal. So this list is running 2 Limdwell's Vault and 2 Intuition as kind of the glue sticking all this together. I think this list might actually be really good. I just didn't own all the cards for it. And this one plays a lot more like Storm, and this one kind of plays like a Tesserator combo deck, kind of. And then we have this board plan right here of we can board in snaps, pushes, and flusters, and board out some aspect of the combo somewhere. I haven't completely mapped out where all this stuff would go. And then we have a couple like Golden Bowl cards, like we just have like 1 Echo, 1 Back, 1 Welding Jar. Anyways, Let's turbo some more Citadels. If any point during today you have to leave or you showed up late and would like to see what parts of the stream you missed, I'm going to start uploading my VODs to YouTube, starting with this one. So if you go, I believe it's Cliffy81, just like this as well. It might be MTG Cliffy81. But if you just put into YouTube and look up Cliffy81, you'll be able to find a VOD of this afterwards. Probably right after the stream ends, I'll upload it. Both the Citadel is easy when you just vamp in a Mind Desire. Or if you cast Doomsday. God, Citadel is so dumb in Vintage. If you just take like Vintage DPS, like you can tinker for it, you get to stack it with top, you already only play like 12 lands and it's good. Like your life total isn't under pressure. It's insane with Necro. You gotta pay a life and then reset it. It's just so, this card is stupid in DPS. It's too bad that PO is unrestricted. Blue-Black Shadow, thank you. Oh my god, this hand is a riot. Okay, so this hand has a mana off land grant, up to 3 with Dark Ritual. Monolith brings us to 4. LED brings us to 7, but we can't cast this with Dark Petition. I'm going to keep it because they can't force us off land grant if they are a blue deck, because we got 2 of them. Yeah, and you gotta play Moxen for free. I forgot about that part. Alright. I have an alternative cost I would like to pay. Also, if you guys are interested, I have an article about this deck coming out on the Epic Storm sometime this week. I'm doing the finishing touches on it tonight, and so it'll definitely be up. I'm not going to say when it's up because I'm not the one uploading it, but it will be complete by tomorrow. I think they're just reading what all the cards in our hand do. They're just like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, this is not a normal combination of cards. So, in my article... Oh, they are forcing it! Does that mean they have 2? Alright. Gassed another. Like, what? What? What just happened? I don't know what happened there. I don't think they know what happened. Alright, well I gotta shuffle that because there's no secondary mana source. Sweet! Yeah, deal. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I got that after a second. It just seems so loose. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we can put a Citadel into play if they don't have another force, which I'm not jamming here, so I'm gonna jam. The question is, what land do I get? I think I get a swamp here. So I'm gonna double check right here. Thanks for the heads up, Chubby Rain and Jarvis. Alright, so this land is 1, this brings us to 3, this brings us to 4, this brings us to 5, this brings us down to 3, this brings us up to 6, that slams the Citadel. I'm gonna get basic swamp in case things go wrong. I mean, if they have foul number 2, our deck probably isn't beating it. Unless they just foul the Starcrit randomly. In which case they have a pretty good shadow hand against our nonsense. Feel like this means they have a force, but I'm not gonna pass the turn, obviously. Oh, opponent, does my Dark Rit resolve? Ooh. How about this one? Does this one resolve? It did. What about this one? What about this one? What about this one? Does this one resolve? Yeah, they know my hand. I think that if... Their pauses really imply they have a force here, but I really can't control that. I guess I can crack this for red here, so they're forced to force here and not force the Citadel. Does... Oh, there we go. They're gonna dig for force. Oh, we did it! Man, it's a bummer. We're actually a little short of getting tendrils. One of the cool things about playing Ant against Shadow is that you can almost always just... Deck! Deck! As I was saying, one of the cool things about playing Ant against Death Shadow is you almost never need to use Past in Flames because they're just at 7 life and you just like rid LED tutor tendrils when they die. They can't get this off the table, yeah. Yo, completely misread that land grant. Oh, my opponent, I'll go ahead and slide it out. My opponent said they misread land grant and didn't realize there was another in my hand. But this is dope. Yeah, you're at 15. Alright, that's a good start. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, it does explain a lot more. So hopefully they just... Well, they can't really counter it, because they would have countered that. Oh, they do. They have a stub. Well, I'm not going to take anything but that stub. Even though that stub probably won't matter. I guess I should hold control. These don't add to storm count. It's just fun to do this, so I'm going to do it. Take your ponder. Hold control. I guess I don't need to respond to a ritual. So I'm going to play the one not for my hand. And thank God it's a fetch, so I can choose to dump some stuff if I need to. God, look at all this nonsense we're doing. I guess this gets basic island. Oh, brainstorm, you say? Now it's important to hold control. And we don't get to abuse it. We've already shuffled and they're dead, so that's nice. I'm just not going to... It's just good habit to keep this in my hand right here. I could have put it on top, I know. And you're dead. Well, they're both fun cards, to be fair. And apparently they're both standard playable, so... Alright. Who is in favor of Grave Titan against Death Shadow? I feel this is probably just like lights out, right? I mean, they can get through it with a Delver, I guess, but... Cards I'm considering. I don't think I need welding jars. Because I honestly don't have a clue. I don't think I want green cards here. Is LOL good or bad? Like, they just can't beat it? Remember Titan has Death Touch. Yeah. I think I'm going to trim a Citadel. I'm going to send my children off to school. I like all the mana. Do I want this Fatal Push? Definitely these come out. Do I want to board in? I feel like if push is in my board, it should come in against Shadow, right? Especially if I'm boarding in Grave Titan. I don't want to cut discard. I don't want to cut mana. But then that's like my entire... Oh, I could cut a Dark Petition. There we go. I don't want to cut a Tendrils, obvious. Well, I don't know if that's obvious, but I don't want to cut a Tendrils. God, I hope I just get a slam of Grave Titan on him. Alright, let's go. Alright, we got a Grave Titan. We're probably going to lose it, but... I would like to thank Stefan Schutz and Eric Landon for the Grave Titan inspiration. Yeah, right, Pico. Oh, that's not bad. Do I want to cantrip on one? I think so, because since I'm trying to resolve a 6-drop, I don't mind if my cantrip gets dazed. Normally with Storm, I would just play around it because you have so much mana, and when your engine runs off of LED, like Daze is not a choke point, but here it kind of is. I guess I could play this Lotus Petal. It's just free to do that, so... I mean, I lose Storm count, but that's not my game plan. Oh my god, we're gonna do it, guys. I think I'm gonna snack it like that. Now the question is if they thought sees me if I'm going to brainstorm in response, and I think I am. That's why I stacked the other brainstorm beneath it, in case this pattern comes up that I'm talking about, and they are highly incentivized to counter my brainstorm here. The downside of if they daze and this is their only land, they get to not only pick it up, they get to play another spell this turn, which can be kind of rough. If they force this, that's like great for me. They could have Surgical, which would blow me out, but I'm not going to play around that. Yeah, we might hardcast Land Grant here. That'd be great. Alright. What do we got, opponent? Alright, they very likely don't have Daze, because that's like a snap decision. So... if this resolves, I think I'm going to put them on having foul. Okay, they have Daze. That is fine. I feel like that's a no-brainer for them. Right, we do have a brainstorm on top of our deck, which is nice. Yeah, they have to take that. Oh wait, they play Reanimate! They probably boarded it out, but I totally forgot that they play Reanimate. I don't think I want this Monolith getting dazed. I'm just going to pass the turn here. I don't really have a need. They have a 1/1 in play. Like, they're going to slam a Shadow soon, yes, but... I have a Cabal Ritual that I don't want to draw, so I'm going to fetch, especially since this land grant's going to be a shuffle. Yeah, I hope they did. But how sick would that be if they did that right now? Maybe I should slide in Reanimate. Oh. Alright, we're making a 4/4 here. You have a 4/4. Always remember to crack your fetches on your upkeep because you play Child of Corliss. I know we boarded it out, but As I said before, it's good habit. I'm gonna take the swamp. That's not what I want to see. What? Alright. I'm going to brainstorm again right now so I can use one of these land grants. I really don't want them to counter this land grant, and all this is mana anyways, so I'm going to put a land grant and a monolith back. Yeah, I'm going to do that. They F6'd, I think. That was an interesting decision on their part. Oh, that was the Delver flip, and they already played it. It's the fish one, yeah. Alright, so I need to draw something good here. I don't think that matters. Oh, it probably matters, but... Alright, they have a 5/5 here. They have Spell Bomb, interesting. I know I'm dead, I'm just gonna cast this. They've already seen it. Man, maybe this is too much mana, I don't know. I mean, these are just slammers, though. I guess I just run it back. Yeah. No, I agree. That's part of the reason why I did it game one. I'm honestly not sure if LED should be in this deck, to be fair. Because it works with Dark Petition. It doesn't really work to full abuse with Citadel. And, like, it works with cantrips. But that's, like... This, I honestly could, like, cut a LED here for the Citadel. Alright, this is just a Storm hand. Sorry, this is just an Ant hand. This is a really good one. It's a really good hand. It has, like, all fetches, too. It has 3 lands, which is, like, almost the perfect amount. And they're all fetches, so I get to hit Threshold really fast. 2 Street Wraiths. Foul Thoughtseize. Well, I'm getting Thoughtseize no matter what, and there's only one card I care about that gets Thoughtseize, so I'm going to take this Force. Press F6. Yeah, it just feels like it should be there with Dark Petition, but... And, like, whenever I cut LED from a Storm deck, people yell at me. It's probably correct. They're probably gonna... Oh! Because I took, So if I took their Thoughtseize... Then I have a Dark Petition and they have a Force. And that's... Oh, I'm so close. Yeah, maybe LDV is fine in this version. I'll do that for the second league. I am so close here. I'm a mana off and I'm a couple cards off. 3, 4, 5. I can get up to 3 black. There's nothing I can do with 3 black, though. I guess if I... So, I could choose to play around their Thoughtseize in hand. I could choose to play around their Thoughtseizes in hand. Yeah, this was probably wrong to board both those out. Just the LEDs are probably wrong. But anyways, I could choose to play around their Thoughtseize by jamming my whole hand and then getting a Grim Monolith. But part of that, I boarded those two out, makes that a lot worse. I'm kind of on the plan of drawing a Tendrils here, I think. Oh, I'm going to play a Shadow on turn 2? Ew. Ew. Judge. Oh, that's not a Shadow. Sure. They've cycled both Street Wraiths. They haven't used their Wasteland, and they've played that Watergrave. I don't know the top, so I'm not going to crack this fetch. It's technically a magic card. Add Storm Count. If we draw Tendrils here at any point, we win. And that, like, them drawing Thoughtseize doesn't matter because Thoughtseize costs life. I guess they could draw him to Torok or, like, Flusterstorm. I haven't seen Shadow play Fluster in a few months. They bricked on the flip. We have 3 I win buttons we can draw. I think I'm supposed to hold that because, 1, I don't want to give away my hand. 2, it's Storm Count. 3, it's a shuffle effect. Like, I know I have 2 already, but I just don't think there's a need to cast this right now. I guess I could hard cast it. I don't know. I flipped a Brainstorm. That's pretty good. I am like 90% sure they're going to ship that Wasteland, so I'm going to hide it. They cast the Brainstorm, right? Yeah. Double checking this log. They did cast the Brainstorm. So I'm going to cast my Thoughtseize. 2 Dazes and 2 lands. Kinda wish I didn't cast it. But obviously that's hindsight. We have a few good draws here. We've got 8 cantrips, we have 4 action spells, and we have 3 tendrils. That's a cantrip. Those aren't good spells. That's not a good card. Alright. Still have near nothing. Alright, we have another draw step. So, if we brick here, I'm going to sequence as though we didn't, just because it's good practice for reading your opponent, and just something good to talk about. Alright, so we bricked. So, something to talk about just with this hand, like if it's a good Storm hand, that they, when we're talking about like trying to play through Disruption and like trying to identify choke points. Right now, if this was a hand that loses to Force, we might want to try and like simulate a fake choke point. And so this hand really cannot be choked on mana. It doesn't matter if any of these wasn't a mana source. So it's important to lead in a spot that, like, so I should have actually went Darker than Cabal Ritual there. Even though we don't actually have a chance of winning this game. Also, sometimes people concede when you cast all your spells. I had that happen at a Grand Prix once. I was going to empty my opponent, and they had a Flip Delver in play, and they were going to race it, actually. And then they just conceded. Alright. So I boarded incorrectly, and I do think if I try a no LED list. I could add at least 2 Limb Duel's Vault. I can't type LDV. I don't think I own any actually, but they're probably like a penny on Moto. Is this the only version on That's foil. Is that the only version on Magic Online? It might be. So I could play 2 Limb Duel's Vault. I could play another discard spell and a Preordain or something like that. Something else I considered when I was playing LEDs was Mox Opal, because this is also an artifact. But as we can see so far, I'm not really having issues with mana. And then I could fit a Past in Flames in the main deck. There we go. And then this Scrubland just becomes a Volk. Then all our problems are solved. I don't think I would play Taiga because I wasn't playing Scrubland. No med. This looks a lot better. When we run a second league, I'll run that. We're currently in queue right now. Thanks guys for being here right now. We're 1-2 with Citadel nonsense. The first match I definitely could have won. The deck could have won. I did not. I chose to not win. This board is also pretty nonsensical. It was just kind of things I thought of. If we're on this Grave Titan plan, maybe we don't need Welding Jar. Oh yeah, we also didn't find a Grave Titan in game 2 or game 3. Limb Duel's Vault makes me want to play Children of Corliss though. Yeah, I know. So Chubby Rain, that was the issue I was having before. I can't fit it all though. Sure about cutting the children? I'm not. Or playing them. What do you mean? So Limb Duel's Vault gets better if I have Children of Corliss. That's the thing, is like I want to play all these cards, but I'm not going to play less than 4 Brainstorm, 4 Ponder, and 6 Discard. I mean, it's a keep. Oh, I thought I already boarded it out. Sorry, no. No, that's... I thought I already cut it. Oh, so I have 2 more slots. I play another Preordain, another... The thing is, when you play this many cantrips, you kind of want another land, though, but the deck doesn't. Yeah. I did cut the Scrubland. I cut the Scrubland for the Volk. Those changes, unfortunately, we have to wait till the end of the league for them. Scrubland's much less important, so I'm gonna lead on it in duress. Yeah, I know, it's so difficult. Oh my god, they're playing this dumb deck. This freaking deck. Like, they have a turn 1 Nahiri, or a turn 1 Blood Moon, or a turn 1 Sneak Attack. So, do I need to take the Blood Moon? Unfortunately, So I want to take Nahiri, because if they play a Nahiri on 1, they ult it on 4, I could just try and race that. So is it more likely I win through this Blood Moon, or that I win through this Nahiri? So they play a Nahiri, it goes 6, 8. Oh no, they play it on 1, it goes to 6. So it ults on 3. So I need to win on my turn 3. I probably can't do that. I probably need to let them Blood Moon me. We have 2 basics. We also have 2 Chrome Mox, which is something in addition to 4 petals. Oh my god! God, this card sucks so bad I always forget that it does good things. Oh, that was definitely the play. Gregor the Nerd, thank you. That was totally the right play. Yeah, that was a big mistake. They go with the sneak attack. Oh, am I just dead? Did they draw a creature? Oh no! Don't be a Grizzlebrand. No! Well, I made a mistake, but I'm in a much better spot for not making the good line. I also could have done that imprint line and then ignored the Blood Moon, because then I have a black source that isn't affected by it. Alright, now we're like at 5 life anyways. I have like 75 copies of this token. I guess I'm supposed to cast Brainstorm. They're gonna put me on like Esper Blade. No, I cast Duress. We can Tendrils them for like 8. I guess 10, but... Yeah, welcome to Legacy. Jarvis, I love all of your emotes. They're all amazing. Alright. Feels really bad. You gotta board Decay against Blood Moon, but you gotta do it. They could play Nonsense. I don't think I can afford that, though. Do I want Grave Titan? So, Grave Titan, like... So this is always like the hardest match with Storm to board with, because you don't want to board out your discard, but they're a Chalice Blood Moon deck, and discard sucks against prison decks. So I definitely want those 4 cards in. Maybe I just... No, I need Decay. Maybe I need more bounce in this board. I just shouldn't play like some of these things. I can cut at least 2 discard. And I think Duress is worse. If you guys have feedback, please plug it. I guess I cut the Child. Yeah, Child can't help me with dying from Grizzlebrand because they draw a billion cards. Can't help me with Emrakul because I've already sacrificed 6 permanents. Can't help me with the Worm. So its non-goldfish modes are bad. I definitely don't want all these Tendrils. They're a Leyline of the Void deck, which makes me want to cut that. Now I have 1 more cut. Dig it up, dig it up, dig it up. It's my basic forest. What if I board a basic forest for the moon decks? I guess in theory, like, it cantrips the next cut. I don't want to go below 8. I hate going below 8. I need Chromox here. Citadel seems great. But this is a lot. I don't know. I feel like these are the normal cuts, like when you board in... I don't know. Does anyone have suggestions on what our last cut should be? I'm open to anything, really. You don't think we should Grave Titan here? The issue is they're a Leyline deck. Well, Grave Titan... Okay, why don't I board 2 Grave Titans for the sake of time? They do go over the top of Grave Titan. Yeah. But when they don't do their thing... The thing is, when they do their thing, I die... Oh, I left 1 in. Oh, well. A Grave Titan for Tendrils is probably fine. So, when they do their thing, my thing doesn't ever beat their thing, though. And Citadel isn't like a confirmed kill in any amount of terms. I guess it's going to be faster than Grave Titan. Like, that's why I built this deck, right? This hand is great because it has both blue and black mana, and it has discard and cantrips, and it has some speed. My thought with Grave Titan is that Dark Petition is pretty bad against Leyline of the Void. I don't think I'm going to need to take a creature on turn 1. They could just play a Magus of the Moon here, and then I die, but... Oh, nice Tundra. Or nice Plateau. I guess... Is this they don't own... Plateau's like 50 cents, though. This card probably costs more than Plateau, right? That's their threat of choice. They're playing a budget version? Alright, well, just because I'm curious, I'm gonna look up the price after I make my decision here. They have a City of Traders, so it has to be Chalice. And a Lotus Petal. And I guess I'm gonna play this LED. The argument to holding it is if they Emrakul you, but they have this Blightsteel. Maybe they just board in Blightsteel for when it's a one-shot. Alright, now I want to look up how much Inspiring Vantage costs. Oh wait, we have a bot for that. Alright, Lotus Petal resolves. Said it resolves. Yeah. Yeah, well, so I didn't want to like disrupt the living room, so I'm streaming right now. No, it doesn't matter, dude. It's okay. It doesn't matter. We had a roommate move out today, and they took our kitchen, well, his dining room table. So we currently don't have a dining room table in our house. So I just kind of slid into his vacant room as of right now. Oh, that's actually not a bad draw. Alright, this is like the old question of do you take the fatty or the enabler? And this is kind of dependent on which they play more of. The issue with if they have like 3 enablers and 1 fatty, it's a lot better than if they have 3 fatties and 1 enabler. So on the spot, I tend to take the enabler. They can also just play it out proactively. So this gives me another turn to find an answer if I take the sneak attack. And they don't. This one-shots me though, so it's kind of close. I think I'm supposed to take... But this is a one-shot. This says they win the game if they find part B. This does not necessarily say they win the game if they find part A. So I think I'm actually supposed to take Blightsteel. Generally, these decks play either the same amount or more creatures because they would have other ways to cheat them in. Because I know they only play 8 of this effect. Alright, so I can take this Dark Petition and then cast Land Grant, and I think I'm going to do exactly that. The other cards were Chain of Vapor and Land Grant. I should have the Bayou left, yeah. Okay. Now if I can ponder into Cabal Ritual, then I'm still short. I guess if I draw Dark Ritual, I go off here. Inspiring Vantage. They chose to not make that line. Oh, Blightsteel shuffles. That was interesting. They're holding stuff up. I'm gonna ponder off the Chop. I know it means I can't cast Decay. Oh, those are good cards. So Dark's Ritual's a +2. So I can't go off this turn. Because LED is not good in this deck, as we've learned. I'm going to favor the Monoliths, though. In case they play Chalice, I think. And I can play a Monolith this turn and just have more mana. And LED and Dark Petition both already make triple black. So I'm going to take these Monoliths here. Once again, I'm going to hold the Bayou because it's the lane I want to shuffle back in. Alright. Alright. They don't necessarily have a Dum-Dum here. Sweet. Alright, we gotta go off. Tap that and that. This means I have to play the land. Okay, so, if I play the oh, I play the Monolith off the Monolith, duh. Alright. I'm actually just going to let this Bayou get discarded. I'd rather have that up. Yeah, there we go. The Dark Ritual might have given me a Pass in Flames line, though. I didn't even think of that. We didn't even add it yet, right. 3, 2, 1. I guess of all the colors to have floating, I want to have blue floating. In case I don't know what the correct color is to make here. Oh, it's probably white. No, it's not white. It's definitely not white. They could nuke my graveyard, so I should make... I don't know. Oh my god, I chose the wrong card. Hello. That was close. Where the hell are my Citadels? Oh, they have the funky border. God, I gotta pay a lot more attention. I don't have mana floating. So I could have had 2 mana floating. I don't think it would have. Alright, now is when I need to hold control. Unfortunately, can't utilize that. There's nothing to find here. Click OK. Alright. Okay. Same targets. I do still have a land drop left, which is worth noting. So, the only time a color of mana would matter is if a card gets into my hand that isn't on the top of my library this turn. And Dark Petition already gives me the black for Tendrils. So if I can trip and draw something, it probably has no actual relevance. Alright, so if this was a Limb Duel's Vault, I'd win on the spot. But it's not. Have Threshold. Ooh. I guess that's a card. Do I have 10? It's non-land permanents, right? Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6 non-land permanents. This card does have an activated. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, let's keep that one, I guess. Oh, I should scoot this over. Black was probably the correct color to make, though, if I got to make it. There's the Citadel. I better not lose my Citadel here. Oh, we're lagging here. Oh, there's another one underneath it? I'm gonna hold control just so I can understand what's going on. Oh my god. Bolas, why? So now we're in a rough spot. This is where one copy of Pass in Flames would be nice. No! This does say non-land, right? Yeah. Can't. Man! Ah, that was close. This card is haste, by the way. That's why I'm conceding. Alright, I'm going to update this now. I mean, that happens with Ad Nauseam, too. That wouldn't have happened, worth noting, with Ad Nauseam there, because we hit a Tendrils, we just hit in the wrong order. Alright, so if we try this list right here, I have 2 more cards I can add if we work with this pile right here. Alright. What else could and should I add? Oh, a fourth Cabal Ritual and a Preordain are things I could do. Could also add more Chromox are possibilities. I could add more Grim Monolith. I probably don't need more than 2 Grim Monolith. Oh wait. Add one. Add one. Is this what I want to try right now? What do you guys think? These should definitely be Echoing Truths. I really don't need Chain of Vapor in this deck. I think this Grave Titan plan is nice. I just haven't been able to cast it yet. Alright, so then against Death and Taxes, I've pushed Massacre, Abrupt Decay, Citadel, or Truth. This card does not seem good against D&T. Maybe I'm wrong. No, maybe it's fine. I don't know. They probably don't have plows in their deck, so I guess I could get them with it. Welding Jar is like almost solely for... Okay, I guess it's just for K-Command decks, so maybe that's not necessary to have that many. So I'm boarding City, and that's just better. How am I boarding against Miracles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, these are maybe fine against Miracles. My main thought was that this is good for Leyline of the Void, and you just swap out the Dark Petitions for them. Oh, you got an Altered Dark Petition here. It's just the one. Ooh. Got some high quality Moto altars here. There we go. Beautiful. All right, what do you guys think of this list right here? Two Massacres a lot. I guess I don't really know what cards I actually want for this yet. Oh, fuck it, let's run it. Oh, I need to buy Limbo's Vaults. I think it might be, because I need to decide if I'm boarding Grave Titan. If I am, then it's definitely too many. It's just so many cards for one matchup. I guess Maverick as well, but 1 to 2 matchups. In Storm, in like Ant 2 is fine, but when I have like an alternate board plan, generally Death and Taxes is one of the matchups that whatever your alternate board plan is for, like it's a matchup that it's good against. Alright, what am I doing? I'm getting 2 Limdual's Vaults. Are Massacres that much? I don't think they're that much, are they? Damn. For this deck, yeah. I don't know, let's play a league and see. Well, okay, we can figure out a board map right now. Alright, step 1, I need to get these Limdual Vaults though. Oh, it's hyphenated. Put Lim Vault. There we go. Oh, they do have old ones. Which one's better? Okay. So this art is just really hard to identify. Like, I was writing an article, I put this art in there, I cut it, and I put this art in because more people know if this art is Limdual's Vault. I like the border though, and I know exactly what the card. Oh, the text doesn't matter because it's Moto. Oh yeah, this looks better. I like this. Let's do that. 2 of them dual vault for a ticket. Cool. Yeah, so okay. I do think 2 massacres is too many though for this list. I'm gonna cut it. I don't know what I'm gonna put in it though. Maybe another fatal push, because then fatal push can come in more matchups. Let's also update with versions in collection. Throw in this push right here. There we go, cool. I don't need that many. I won't foil and on foil, why not? Okay, so against D&T I have Massacre, Push Push, Decay Decay, Truth Truth. Do you guys think this is good against D&T? Like, he gets around Thalia. And it slams, and it's not legendary. Like, yes, they can plow it, but it's probably... So then, maybe I'm not boarding Decays against them. And I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That sounds fine. Yeah? How many Dark Petitions are you playing, Chubby Rain? Are you running a 3 Petition, 3 Tendrils, 3 Citadel? Okay. Yeah, I don't think anyone actually knows how to sideboard with this yet. That's why I'm trying to figure it out. I also considered adding more discard, but we have this Passing Flames, and like these are all must force targets, and we have 3 Tendrils, so we can probably brute force through it. You're on 0 Dark Petition, really? I'm gonna try 2 Limdual's Vault. I might go up to more. I might stream this more like on Tuesday or something. We'll see. All right. That's fair. For anyone wondering, this is what I'm trying as of right now for Legacy Ant. I really feel Karn is like significant enough that you want 2 recalls. And I feel Narset is significant enough that you want 3 decays, because against Miracles, 3 decays is almost necessary, or at least a 2-1 decay K-grip split. But K-grip not killing Teferi, not killing Narset is a big deal. And I found myself against Grixis control. I'm actually boarding all 5 of these in now, just because I want an answer to Narset, because that card is so good. Okay. Yeah, so my main thought was that Citadel needs to be a different shell than Ant, at least in a good amount, because if Citadel is playable, it's definitely not better than what Ant's doing in the same way that Ant does it. So if Citadel ends up being like better than Ant, it's going to be through a different means than Ant does. Which is why I never started with the Ant shell, actually, because it's almost guaranteed worse than Ad Nauseam in an Ant shell and in a test shell, which is why I've been trying to turbo, like this is like a quote-unquote turbo build, and the other version is like that 2-card Monty build, rather than just putting it in a normal Storm deck. because I don't think you can leverage it enough to make it better than Ad Nauseam without making your primary game plan off. Minutes, 15 seconds. That is true. No. I'm not trying to knock against brewing. I love people trying to brew stuff, especially storm stuff. Those are just my initial thoughts with it. What is this? I always forget this brings you to like the mothership page, I think. So I don't know if you guys know, but there's a code you can enter and get 5 free basic lands. They're worth about $3 if you sell them all to a bot. That's why I got them. But I thought it'd be fun to run a league with it just to see how it works. And just like I thought, they're absolutely ugly. So I'm going to switch back to the ones I like while we're waiting for the queue to pop. Let's add this island. In paper, I play with Urza Saga lands, and I used to do Snow-Covered Swamp Thing. I guess you can't see that, but I don't do that anymore because Turbo doesn't play Snow Swamp anymore, so funny enough to give away for Storm more than anything. Man, this queue time. This is the island I like to use in paper a lot. It just doesn't look as much as it doesn't do it justice on Magic Online. Turn this game volume down. It's already up. In duel. What was that? Sounded like someone sent me a trade request or something. Interesting. This looks great. I get to live the dream of brainstorming a land grant. There are 5 of them. They announced them during the mocks. I think if you just Google 2019 mocks promo lands, you'll get them. I know the island one is Fish Tank 2019. I don't know what the other ones were because I didn't care to get them at first. What did they do? Mountain Suspend? Oh. Alright, so I'm going to have to Thoughtseize them, but I'm going to start with this, because they might just be dead. Let's find out. And they are just dead. Are they? Alright, so I put back the land grants. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Tutor Tendrils. Does this work? Thank you, Chubby Rain. Sweet. Alright, so if I put back 2 land grants, I go Dark Grit, Dark Grit, Dark Grit, Rit. That's just going to run down the line real quick. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Dark Petition Tendrils. That's 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 7. Oh, we're short, so I need to use a land grant here. I didn't want to show them land grant. That's why I'm trying to sequence like this. If I land grant, luckily, since this is Dark Petition and not Infernal Tutor, I can still get Tendrils. I'm just going to double check so I don't have Threshold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, then I can. Okay, so the land grants, I go Lotus Petal, Dark Grit, Dark Grit, Dark Grit, Dark Petition, Cabal Ritual, Thoughtseize, Dark Petition, Tendrils. I'm like 90% certain that works. I'm going to double check. 1 up to 3, 5, 7, down to 5, down to 4, up to 7, back to 5 Tendrils. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the bin. All right. There's a lot of thinking. They've been dead. I know they're dead. I just want to figure out how to do it without showing them land grant. So this one gets another Dark Petition. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. playing Skewer. Interesting. Definitely not interesting for what I care about. I guess I'm going to take Price, so they choose to leave it in. Yeah, I'm a little bummed we didn't get to do the cool brainstorm thing, because it's so fun to do. But, oh well. I know that you are going to deal 3 to me in my upkeep, but I'm going to gain 20 first. I hope that's okay with you. Aw, come back. Alright. Burn. I don't think this is good. It's probably too slow. But this is so bad against burn. What do I do? This has to be like Doomsday, where you're just randomly a Storm deck that loses to burn. I probably need to board this in, right? I could go down to one of those, and I just, like, rely my ass off on that. Okay, so these are cards I can board in. I probably leave one of these in. Oh, I have 3 Tendrils and a Past in Flames. Okay, we're good. We're good. I probably don't want Grave Titan. What do you guys think? Do I want Grave Titan? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Tendrils is my life gain spell. But, like, I don't think this is my primary engine. I think this has to be my primary engine, so I probably only want one of these. The issue is really bad against Graveyard Hate. Oh, Thoughtseize. Well, no, Duress. Duress is terrible against them. No. They run either Leyline or Fairy Macabre. They also tend to keep really, really bad hands that are like that have an Eidolon in them, or that have a Graveyard Hate piece. I definitely don't think I want all 3 of these. I don't want any of this nonsense. I could board in more Decays. Actually, I can do this and just kill all their cards that matter, and then eventually Tendrils them. This is kind of what Ant does when you have 3 Tendrils in your Ant deck. This is just a really weird Ant deck now, because they're playing Burn. Gunner, 55667, welcome. Greetings. I have, I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but the last one I saw was the Force of Negation, I think is what it was called. I think the card's really good design, by the way. I'm going to try this right here. And if I see Leyline, I obviously got to board that out, because I only have 2 ways to answer it, and then I got to bring in these Grave Titans. If I don't see Leyline, we're going to... And there's a game 3, I guess I'll run it. Oh, we have Chromox in our deck, too. So, I think I'm supposed to keep this. I don't think that pitch spell is going to be played much in Legacy. Yeah, the Snow Cover Basics are beautiful. Oh my god. Alright, so unfortunately, we're going to have to Tendrils them, but I need a Thoughtseize on one. And I have a Chromox in my hand. This card sucks. Okay, that made things a lot better. So now my game plan after I Thoughtseize them is going to be use this Cabal Ritual, get up to 8 mana, cast the Tendrils for like 10, and then the Tendrils for 12 in the same turn. So I just need to live long enough to do that. I am like Lava Spiking myself here, and I need to get Bayou so I don't have blue. Well, I have a Lotus Petal, but... This Echoing Truth can help build Storm Count if I draw another of either artifact. Come on, Moto. Let's go. Alright. Yeah, this is what a lot of their... I mean, this is still just a fine burn hand. Alright, so as of right now, we have 4 mana. If we have Threshold, we have 6. Yeah, that's why we leave in Thoughtseize, even though it like kind of feels bad. Light up the stage. They played their land already, so yeah. Suspend Rift Bolt, sure. That's actually less damage. They wanted to play the Swift Spear out because then they can get a prowess trigger off of this, but alright, I think I'm not supposed to cast that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have enough Storm, I just don't have the mana. 3, 4. I have 5 mana right now. 3, 4. Yeah, I just need more cards for Threshold. Maybe I'm supposed to land grant for the land so I can Echoing Truth their Swift Spears in combat. What do you guys think of that? So if I go land grant, grab the Trop, I go Echoing Truth your Swift Spears. Then I still have Petal, Chromox, Cabalrit, Tendrils, Tendril. Okay, yeah, I still have enough Storm to do everything I want, so this is fine. They're going to know about this plan I have, which is unfortunate, but it's what it is. Alright. So they're highly incentivized to play this land and cast this and then Lava Spike me. That's almost guaranteed going to be what they do unless they draw Eidolon. Might have to fire off a small Tendrils. We'll see what happens. Land from exile, Swift Spear from exile, Lava Spike from hand. Yeah. Alright, perfect. Alright, so this is going to be a gain 5. That's a pretty good use. It's going to be a gain 7, I guess. This is turn 3. They've already played their land, so it just saves Moto time to do it now, I guess. Cool. Alright, so I'm not dead next turn. I don't think I can be... Oh no, I'm dead to a Bolt next turn, actually. I know their hand is land dude though. So let's take a draw step and reassess here. That's a good one. So that kill. Okay, so that was a really good draw. Got to figure out what that does. So Lotus Petal to 3, Chromox and Print Tendrils up to 4, up to 5, down to 3. That doesn't do enough. So my options are I can go Petal, Chromox, and Print Tendrils, cast Tendrils as like a hedge. And then I have 6 in my bin and like a Ball-Raid in hand with a Dark Petition, and then I can go for a Past in Flames. Then I won't have red. So the issue with passing here is their hand is land, Swift Spear, or land, Swift Spear, Swift Spear. So they go Swift Spear, and then they draw any bolt effect and I die. But if they don't draw it, I'm very likely to win the next turn because I'm like 1 resource short. So this is a pretty close line here. If I do choose to go for it, I think I'm going to make the conservative play and go Chromox, Imprint Tendrils, Lotus Petal, cast the Tendrils. We have 3 Tendrils as a reminder. And then if I find a red source, I have a Past in Flames loop. I actually won't because I don't have... I don't know. It'll be close. That only gains 6 life. That probably buys me 2 draw steps, though. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm going to go for that line. Imprint, Tendrils. And I want to bring the Lotus Petal here, not the Cabal Ritual, because it's much better after. White, black, green, black. I would like to gain 6 life. I would like you to lose 6 life. 6. Alright. Land 4. Swift Spear. Swift Spear. Let's see if they had another. They did. Okay, so we would have died if we didn't make that play right there. So once again, we're dead to a bolt. But if they don't hit a bolt this turn... Can I close this? God. I don't care. What? Get out of my face. It won't move. Yeah, accept the risk. Sure. Oh my god. What did I even draw for turn? I drew a preordain? I can't even think about what this does now. Oh, thank God. All right. Okay, so my options here. I definitely want this Dark Ritual. The question is, do I want this Brainstorm? And I think I want to top. So Citadel is definitely off the tables. I think there's a Grave Titan in my deck. Let me double check. I could slam a Grave Titan here. There's 0 Grave Titans in my deck. There's 1 Bolas of Citadel. Two, three, four, five. I'm short 1 Storm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm short 2 Storms, so I'm short like 3 mana. I want to be able to grab Pass and Flames. But I need more than 1 mana, so I kind of want to top this Dark Ritual. I'm definitely topping the Brainstorm. The question is, do I want to top this Dark Ritual now? And I think so. And I want to draw the Brainstorm first in case they Surgical Me or some nonsense. Or if they play an Eidolon, I guess it doesn't matter. I just lose if they play an Eidolon. I am dead to a bolt here. That counts as a bolt. That's unfortunate. All right, we have a game 3 now. I think if I had a Grave Titan there, I would have slammed it into play. I do think I'm going to fit 1 Grave Titan in here right now. Cut a Dark Petition. I know Dark Petition was fine. Maybe I just don't want these decays. Like, green mana is just so free because I have so many ways to find it, though. So if I cut these decays... I think I want 1 Citadel to tutor for. Well, no, okay, so it's turn 1 Grave... Well, so if you Tendrils and gain enough life, you can fire it off again. Lawrence, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. All right, so last game we had these in and this out. Some absolute nonsense is what's going on. The question is, we're against Burn, just to clue you in here. The question is, I think I want a Grave Titan. Do I want this Citadel or do I want to cut decays? And the nice thing about decays is that we have 3 Tendrils, so we can like try and grind them with these decays on their duders. But as of right now, I have 2 Echoing Truths and 2 pushes to deal with them, so it's 4. I haven't drawn a Limdu's Vault yet. I could cut a Chromox, but Chromox is like good because it's speed, even though the card sucks. I guess. Yeah. I'll cut a Vault. I don't know. I feel like I'm probably supposed to cut these cards, but a lot of these cards I'm not cutting because I want to... Well, I haven't made that decision yet, but earlier today, I didn't cut a card because I wanted to test it. All right, let's try this. I also do want to cut a Petition if I know that they're on Leyline, but I haven't seen Graveyard Hate yet, so I don't really want to cut one in case they have Leyline. Oh, this is great. Oh, Snapkeep. How can I lose? They went to 6. I should probably update the cardboard live since we tweaked the deck and changed the colors and stuff. Why don't I pull that up somewhere else while this goes on? Oh, I need to play it first, right? You don't say. Oh, that's the Chrome window. Okay. So I need to go. That's all 3 of them, boys. Okay, let's see. So, no. That's what I have 2 monitors for. Get out of here. Alright, so, there we go. If we get to 8 mana, we win the game. The issue is we're at 4. It's not a preordained, so I have to shuffle this. Alright, that's not bad. Alright, why don't I update Cardboard Live now? Swift Spear resolves. Alright, so we have choices here. I think I'm supposed to be conservative and ponder. It's kind of close here, though. So if I choose to not ponder, there are 14 quote-unquote lands in our deck. Although there are many, like, arrangements of other cards that also get there. This is, like, has to totally be an intuition play. I think it's very likely that they have... Oh, let me mute that real quick. I'll update CBL after this. I guess I'm supposed to be conservative and ponder. The issue is just that they have like almost guaranteed have an idol on next turn. I guess it's not a guarantee, but well, that's a land. Oh man. Am I supposed to not cast Land Grant? So if this was a fetch land, I would obviously draw the fetch, play it, and say go, and then decide if I want this Abrupt Decay. But here I have this like kind of tough decision on if I want to Land Grant and like actually have another land in play. I think just because I have 2 Tendrils, I am supposed to do that. Here's my hand again. There's a Bayou. The second land grant also doesn't have, or the third land grant doesn't have a target, which is worth noting. So I could have chosen to not have this, have an Abrupt Decay on top of my deck, and then blow up this Eidolon they're about to play. Oh, thank God. Alright. So if we naturally draw a mana source, we can just slam a Grave Titan here. And then have 2 Tendrils in hand. What if they're contemplating like a Surgical or something? No, alright, cool. I like our spot. I really like our spot now. I know it's normally not good when the burn player makes their second land drop because their hand's stacked. Okay, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Right, 5, 6, 7. So then Cabal Ritual. Alright, so this Dark Petition is going to get Cabal Ritual, and it's going to bring us up to 6 mana, and then we're going to slam Grave Titan. And the turn after that, we're just going to keep playing Tendrils. I guess I want Volt. Well, do I want to play around Pop? Yeah, I definitely don't need this Volcanic here. Cheese Island. Right, this game has had interesting decision points. I've liked it so far. Right, they have 6th. Let's go! Oh, man. If they attack, I'm just throwing... What am I doing here? I don't think Grave Titan's getting in the red. I think I'm... Am I throwing 2 Swift Spears at a... Yeah, because if they're bolting a zombie, I'm not losing that game. Suspend Rift Bolt, deal. Didn't even try to attack. Alright. Oh my god, that's so good. Alright, if this finds a Dark Ritual, then we just win this turn. Oh my god, this game is so good for us. I guess I float Decay. Float Decay 2 down, yeah. Put the Tendrils there. I know this is really aggressive, but I just want to kill them now. Sick. I'm pretty certain that we've won this game. Sweet. Oh, I'm going to take a screenshot of this. All right. 1-0, can't stop us. Utopia Mycon. Oh, alright, we have an ant hand, so we're gonna keep it. Is this like Bant Deathblade? Oh no, it's Infect. No, it's not Infect. I'm just gonna Volk Ponder. It's probably Bant Deathblade. Does that sound right? Like, what else can it be? If I keep it, I'm gonna go like that. I don't think I'm in the market for more expensive cards. I just need mana now. Alright, that's not the worst. Yeah, it's got to be a blade variant. Yeah. Well, I'll play her on days. I'll respect it. Very likely one of these. Oh! Alright, we have a new game plan. It's pedal, 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 tendrils, tendrils. It's my favorite game plan. If there's a Stoneblade deck, though, this plan can go wrong. I think I like that plan. Plow can also mess with it. Okay, why don't I put both petitions back, and then if they play a Stoneforge, I untap and draw it, and if they don't, I don't. That seems fine. It's a little unfortunate this is our one non-black fetch. I considered playing a Verdant actually in this deck, but getting Volk is a little more important. It's Spirits? What? Don't play a Lavina or something dumb like that. Oh no, it's just beats. All right, let's get beaten. I think I still like my plan. I clearly don't have a Wasteland. I don't know if that's good. Ooh. This is a tough one. Yeah, I have to put Island. Okay, so how much mana are we looking at before we put anything back? I have 5 lands, so at least one of these 3 has to go back, but let's say I try and go for it next turn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I want to... Let's say I go Bayou on top, Chromox on top, and then I untap, draw Chromox. I go... One, two, three, four, five, six. Wow, this is a tough one. Because I have the option to try and land grant this turn for a shuffle. I guess there's nothing they can do about it, right? Let's say I go put back Bayou that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, they can sack and make me pay, and I choose not to. Or I choose to pay, I get. I'm going to go for that line. Unless I pay 2. Well, it's in game. Thanks for the follow. Oh, man. This is just, like, so barely not working. This is really close. So if I put these back and then I land grant, they can counter it. I don't want to do that. If I put Chromoxes back, I play a land, I cast land grant. That actually seems good. Then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that works. Let's do that. Assuming I draw a non-land. So I'm going to put back... Oh no, but I'm ditching the Chromox. Do I just have it next turn? I go Bayou. I'm going to do that, actually. I'm going to go Bayou land grant, play my land. 1, 2, 3, 4, imprint to land grant, 6, 7. That's 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I have 8 mana. I just don't even need to cast a Stark Ritual here. So if I go land on 3, land on 4. Sorry, this is so confusing, guys. I put land grant down and island down, or land grant bayou down, and then I go island, and then I go. So then I have these lands. I go 5, 6, 7, 8, that. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put land grant, and then bayou under, and then play the island. If I don't get wastelanded, I have it next turn. I definitely, if I was resolving that in paper, would have gotten slow play warning. But also probably would have resolved it faster, so I wouldn't have been talking it out loud. So my plan next turn, draw land, play it, that's 4 lands. Pedal, Chromox, and print Dark Ritual, Tendrils. And that's for 20 through a Wanderer. It's only for 18 through a Force, but Force costs a life. If they play like a Thalia or something, then I'm pretty screwed. There's not really a good way to resolve that through a Thalia, though, so I shouldn't consider that, I don't think. I think we bored our opponent away. Oh, Lawrence, thanks for the post. All right, opponent. I know I spent a while, but let's get going here. All right. I should have updated Cardboard Live during that time. Oh well. Yeah. Take a whack. Oh, they could have Spell Queller. They're holding a Queller here. Interesting. I mean, let's execute the plan. These are the best wins because there's almost nothing they can really like do. I mean, like, they could like Queller my Chrome Mox, but that just feels so bad. And there's no way, like, these cards I drew, like, all kind of suck, but together they, like, encourage my opponent to make the incorrect play pattern. By incorrect, I mean, like, the play pattern that seems right from their side ends up costing them the game. Oh my god, we're gonna do it. So they're at 9. I guess they could have Plow here. No, this doesn't beat Plow. It's kind of annoying. Because they didn't pop this already. No, this does beat Plow because they have to sack it. Okay, we're good. I said it might not be Plow earlier because they might have played like a beefer. It loses to Queller though. Oh no, because they Queller and then they... Oh, fuck. They live at 1 here. Alright. Alright. You live at 1. Alright, so how much did I hit them here for? They were at 19, so I hit them for 18. So my life total minus 18. It's going to be 31. Okay, so I could have actually waited a turn. I could have waited a turn. I wouldn't have died. I would have gotten wastelanded, actually. I don't know. It's hard to say. me tell you that this deck is a lot better against combo and Legacy than it is in Modern. I guess I'm gonna hold this. We're at 28, so we probably bought ourselves like 5 draw steps here. They ate the first one. No, they played it very correct. Well, so the thing is, if I use the ritual, then they pop. Okay, no, Johnny, you're probably right. They probably don't try and queller the ritual. Thing is, if they queller the ritual, I lose. Or if they pop on the ritual, because I had exact mana to put both tendrils on the stack. And they could, their Mausoleum Wanderer was a 3/3. Oh no, it's a 2/2, so I could pay 2. I don't know, I should have done the math and rewound. I don't think it... Oh. Oh. That's a good one. Well, what do we think of that one, guys? What do you think? All right, half our deck. Half of our deck. Yeah, so I should have thought about using the ritual. I didn't because I was under the assumption that I didn't have the mana to, because my entire line played around Mausoleum Wanderer because all of my storm count was artifact based. But since I saw them leave up Queller and it's a pretty obvious Queller, I should have reconsidered. Alright, so yeah, all they can do is put me to 18. I guess this checks the way. It doesn't get Queller, though. I mean, they can't Queller this, though, so that's kind of fine. Oh, they had a mountain of plows. Oh, man. Let's think about how we're boarding against this nonsense. Like, they're definitely a Rest in Peace deck. And a Thalia deck. And a Plains deck. Remorseful Cleric? Judge? Shinjo Aitawa. Oh, it went away. Not sure if I pronounced that correct. Well, thanks for the follow, bud. Yeah. A 1 tendrils is exiled. If I blow this up, I get it back, right? Oh, I get to cast it. Alright. Yeah, glad we have the 3rd Joes. No! No! Over half our deck is mana. I guess I'm supposed to tap that, but I mean, I guess that's fine. Like, they have a force. If they drew a blue card, it's like decent. We go to 8 here though. No, they drew a 3rd plow, or they drew another land. No, they drew the cleric, right? Alright, so I'm taking 6 next turn instead of 5. I'm taking 7 next turn. So I'm going to go to 6. So we get a hopefully slam Citadel and pray that the top card is a Tendrils, or that it's a Dark Petition, or that we find Tendrils fast. Or that we go cantrip and do good things. Now when you're low on did they miss the damage? Oh no, this is still correct because of the pump. Okay, let's see what happens. They have a plow, but we're at the point where it won't be relevant. Okay, so I should leave a black floating in case I rip past in flames. What color do I leave floating? But this, my graveyard right now can't cast it, so I would have needed to hit a ritual anyways, so I guess I need to leave blue floating, so I should leave that floating. Alright, deck, one time. We do have a land drop left this turn, worth noting. Deck, please. Your hand is a land and 3 plows. Can you let this resolve? Path, thank you. They do have a cleric in play. Well, I'm going to cast this, and they're going to respond to cleric. Alright, so now what we need to do to win is to find a cantrip. And I can't cast that, so Land Grant's going to resolve. I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle. Why, spirits? Why are they not playing their land? Does anyone know what they were doing, not playing their land? Can anyone explain to me why they didn't play their land? Like, for any turn ever? This is probably not good enough. The cards I definitely want... I guess it's those 7. Do I want jars? Probably not. This card just probably shouldn't be in my deck. No one's blowing up 6 mana artifacts in Legacy. That's just not an actual downside. Like, Kolgun's Command's the only card I care about, and I'm just slamming Grave Titans against K-Command decks. Alright, so these 7 come in. They're a Force of Will deck, though. What the hell? What am I supposed to do? Slim Duel's Vault is the cut. I saw main deck Remorseful Cleric. Saw main deck Remorseful Cleric. I gotta cut that. But they're an aggro deck. But they have Force of Will. What do? I can't cut my discard. I guess it's cut preordained time. Maybe I don't need decays. No, Piff still does stuff. Unless you sent that earlier, sorry. So something I could do, just so I still have Piff lines, is I could do that right there. And then I'm boarding 5 reactive cards. Like, I'm just never beating a Gaddock Teeg, though. But I have no clue if they play Gaddock Teeg. It's probably good enough. What's up, Romario? Thanks. The list on Cardboard Live is a little off. We did some updating. Why don't I flip back to our current list? So what we did is we cut the child package because it felt a little unnecessary. And one of the issues with playing Children of Corliss is that you can't really play red because then you're playing a 5-color blue-black based Storm deck. Did Turbo Citadel go? There it is. Why are you all the way down there? Anyways. This is the current list. I guess I'll just go ahead and like open this up right now so some people can take a peek for a quick second before we jump back into our game. I'm also not sold on these welding jars. I haven't played against Grixis Control yet, so I'm not sure if I need them. There we go. Alright, so we got 12 lands. We got Land Grant to cheat on lands. Doesn't cut off your Citadel flips. Does the same abusive thing that it does with the Phoenix decks. 1 Pass in Flames because we're a Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Dark Petition, Tendrils deck. 10 cantrips, 6 discard spells, Chromox because I'm not 100% sure if I need this or not, but getting to 6 mana fast is kind of important and we don't have Lion's Eye Diamonds, so it kind of seems necessary. Anyways, we're against like stupid Bant Spirits right now in Legacy. And this is like almost, this has to be, this is like Maverick with Force of Will. Like, how do I beat that? Oh, we're 1-0 right now. We're down a game. Okay. They don't have Wasteland. Although I have a 1-laner and they have a Maelstrom Wanderer. Maybe they're like a Flusterstorm deck. I don't even know. They might not have any Hate Bears. Well, I saw Remorseful Clerk game 1, but... Best place to avoid spoilers is on MTGO. Only Salt. Good luck, have fun. Indeed. They went Misty Tundra. Cool. I'll pop this out so you guys can see it a little better as well. It's their hand at the moment. God, this card sucks. This card's so bad when you mulligan or when you're not doing anything proactive. I guess I'm gonna imprint a Dark Ritual. I kind of want to try a version without this card. Just play 4 Grim Monolith. Now, like, Grim Monolith wouldn't be as good here. This card just... Maybe it feels worse than it actually plays. Dark Petition, you say. And Ponder. Alright, so I can go Chromox on bottom. 3, 4, 5. Draw Ponder next turn. This is going to be 2 powered, though. I don't think they're going to make that exchange. So if I keep, I'm going to stack it like that. I think I'm locked into keeping it, unfortunately. And then use this Ponder to shuffle, hopefully find another land. Yeah, sure. Interesting. That's really good for me. They're choosing to not pump the Wanderer, unless they drew possibly another Wanderer. Interesting decision to play the Misty. I'm going to put them on not having the Plains anymore. Basic Plains seems pretty bad in their deck, to be honest. But they're a Brainstorm Noble Hierarch basic Plains deck. Alright, so here we're casting Ponder. It's an argument to play Lotus Petal first. Perfect. Alright, now I can assess on if I need to draw Thoughtseize. Man, I was a little afraid to imprint this Echo in Truth, but if I didn't, I would have a Pass and Flame skill next turn. I still get to play Citadel. Alright, they've cast 2 Brainstorms. I'm definitely going to untap and draw this Thoughtseize. Blue-green, Supreme Phantom, sure. Alright, we know of none of their hand now. Man. So far, one of the issues we've been finding with this deck is that you kind of rely on your life total. A little less so than Test because you play like this like chaining tendrils game. But you're definitely slower than it. And like, am I playing around Force here? This is an excellent question. Because the Thoughtseize on top of my deck. But if I shuffle and I draw a Ritual, I just win on the spot if they don't have it. Well, no, that's still not true because they have this Wanderer. Then I'm going to want to bounce on their end step. So I guess it makes sense to draw this, cast the Thoughtseize. If they pop this, I pay. Cast off Chromox. This is also like a Queller checker too. could have twiddled my lands a little bit more if I wanted to bait them to pop it, like to buy an untap step. I wonder if they have a Queller if they choose to force the Thoughtseize or not. Why would they think of forcing there? Oh, man, we have decisions to make. Alright, so my plan was initially to Echoing Truth the Force of Will. Or sorry, to Echoing Truth the Wanderer. They had two things. So my game plan was take their thing and step Echoing Truth the Wanderer. Untap. Go off. That game plan isn't happening now. So Queller probably only saw. I'm gonna try and win through this Queller. I'll take this force. They might even Queller the Echo. You never know. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can't do anything here. I don't think I boarded any Titans in, did I? Yeah. So this dodges Queller. I'm just gonna take the hit. They played a Misty for turn. Now what land am I getting here? It's probably another Underground Sea. This is their hand at the moment. They're going to fire off this Queller here. Alright, that's what we wanted. So my Echoing Tooth traded with the Queller. Alright, they have a land and an unknown in hand. I need to draw something good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. God, this goddamn Chromox card. So bad with Fast and Flames. Maybe I just shouldn't be on Chromox, I should just be on 4 Limb Duels. I need to pass and then draw Cabal Ritual for turn, and I have lethal. And they have nothing. And this is probably like the absolute worst matchup though. Force of Will, Mausoleum, Wanderer, Maverick. Like the ooh, shit. Am I dead? I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Man. I don't know if I would beat that with any deck that I choose to register, but it's a little unfortunate. Alright, we're going to play at least one more. Been live for a little over 3 hours now. So I kind of need to do some things, but definitely going to run at least one more. Just flip the light on. Do it again. See if I can update. Can I update it on my phone? Might be able to. Let's see. If I open Twitch on my phone, I know I can access my dash from here. I think I missed the follow. Wilton Game, thanks for the follow. I also really want to try the Painter Serpent Thought Lash list. I'll see if I can acquire some of the cards. I have a friend that owns Painter. I'll see if they can loan me their stuff. Or if I end up just getting Mana Traders by then to test for the MCQ. I'll go ahead and run it. Thanks all for being here. It's been a long 7 matches so far, but we're here. Oh, that is out of date, Swollen Left Thumb. Thanks for coming by, though. There's a... Let me know if it's not working, but there should be a Cardboard Live extension. We originally started with a version with white. This is the current list we're running right now. The sideboard hasn't changed, except I swapped out a Massacre for a Fatal Push and Chains for an Echoing Truth. If you follow me on Twitter, I'm going to go ahead and post the changes we made below after this stream. But as of right now, we're running 3 Dark Petition, 3 Citadel, 3 Tendrils, 2 Vaults. We're running land grants so we can cheat on land count for Citadel. Only 12 lands. We cut LED because it wasn't very synergistic. Besides that, we've got 6 discard, 2 Chromox, which I'm also iffy on right now, 2 Petals. Oh, and a full 10 cantrips. This might just go up to 12 cantrip. Yeah, this looks great. This deck will have a lot of opening hand Tendrils, which is something that might not feel very good at first, but when you have 3 in your main deck, you often will be able to acquire a second one, and when you have 2, you generally can just count up to 8 mana, and then plan on going Rit, Petal, Tendrils, and hit them for 22. We're up against Connecticut. Oh, they have the Sharkdo Crab. I have the Sharkdo Crab. I want to show them that I have the Sharkdo Crab too. In dual settings. Account settings. There we are. Where's Sharkdo Crab? Come on. Come on, give me my crab. There we go. Oh, Moto, I should have restarted you before this match. I forgot. I said it to myself that I was going to do it, and then I chose not to. And then you stopped responding to me. Yeah. I wonder if they'll notice that I changed. What did they do? They took my Tendrils. Ooh. They took Tendrils? What does that mean? They didn't take Brainstorm? I think that means they made the wrong decision. I don't think that means anything other than that. Maybe they're playing Reanimator or something. I'm just going to play that. Pass the turn. God, I just never want to cast this card. I'm going to make that change right now, even though we haven't tested it. I'm going to cut the Chromoxes. God, I should just... It is Reanimator. That's why they cut Tendrils. Wow, I thought about it for a second and then went against it. We're going to go and Toon Reanimate here. Blue-black Reanimator. I mean... Welcome to Legacy. No, they still made the wrong decision. Like, what? I mean, I'm dead if they name black. I'm gonna resolve it like that in case they don't name black. Alright, what would you like to name, opponent? I have an island in play. Would you like to name blue? It's a good thing to name. Alright, let's move on. And This might be a fast one. Great Titan. It's not good against Reanimator because they can reanimate it. You know what's good against Blue Black though is Xantid Swarm. Chain of Vapor would be a little better than Echoing Truth here, but I'm going to board them in. So I have 4 cards that I want to bring in. I don't know if I'm going to bring all of them in though so far. Definitely want all this discard. I just hate this card. I want to board it out. This tends to be the next go-to cut because A, they're not a leyline deck, so this is fine. I like having all this threat density. Having all 3 tendrils is like kind of fine against Reanimator because they're a reanimate deck. They reanimate Grizzlebrand. I can just tendrils them. So I kind of feel like making this change, but this card's kind of good here, I think. Maybe I'll do that in hedge because I'm unsure. I think I'll do that. If I played Sec a little more, I'd know if LDV or Preordain's better, but I don't, so I'm just going to hedge it. I don't think I need Welding Jars. Their interaction is bounce. Yeah, this is a turn. This might be a turn 2 kill. Well, let's see what happens. This is a bunch of mana, a Pass to Flames, and a Tendrils, which tends to be very good against blue decks. And is also very good against Grizzlebrand. Now, those Welding Jars could just be Flusterstorms on my sideboard. Alright, so Chromox is out. Let's just start with adding those Preordains. That was a good draw. I don't have a Badlands in my deck, but I have this Lotus Petal. Are those good? It's actually kind of awkward on if they're good or not. So they're not mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to shuffle it. I'm looking for discard, cantrips, and mana. Like, I have the business, even though that's a different kind of business. It's all the same category, and I don't think I'll have the game time to play it out. If I cast like a Careful Study here, or like a proactive 1-mana spell, it'll imply they've counter magic. Well, we know they don't have Entomb. I'm going to read pretty hard into them having counter magic here. 4, 5, 6, 2. I'm just short by a lot here. If these had Threshold, I'd be in a much better spot. Like, you really don't want to give Reanimator time, but I don't have a choice, really. So they kept 7. And they haven't done anything. So their hand's just a mountain of counterspells is most likely what that means. It has to be. I mean, my hand's good against amount of counterspells. It's just like going to be very high variance. I could just die at any time depending on what they draw. They don't play a lot of discard though, which is a little okay. Reanimate Darkrit. Okay. Alright, so they're restricted from the fatty. They're short a creature. Maybe that's just their hand. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. I just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to reach enough mana to cast and flash this back. No, this is an abysmal matchup. Jeez. Okay, so turn 1 they played a land set go. Turn 2 they played a land set go. Turn 3 they cast Careful Study. They bin Reanimate Dark Ritual. Do you think their hand's a pile of counter magic, or do you think it's just like they had Careful Study, Reanimate, and no fatty? They had Dark Rit. Do you think like I'm probably not supposed to jam here, right? They could have, so they have Dark Rit, so I know they don't have a reanimation spell because they wouldn't have discarded Dark Ritual. Oh, they don't have a fatty also. They also don't have Entomb because they would have went Dark Rit Entomb fatty. They would have went Dark Rit Entomb Reanimate and just binned other cards. So based on what they discarded, like specifically, I'm gonna infer that their hand's just counter magic. Now, I want to get to a point where I can like cast Past in Flames, flash it back. Yeah, it has to be just a mountain, right? Now this would be much, much better game for me right now as Ant, because this could be they've been a fatty. What they've been? They've been to fatty, so they found one. I mean, it's go time. So the other option is to wait, let them make the Grizzlebrand, draw a bunch of cards, go pedal, 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 crit, crit, Tendrils. What do you think about that, Chase? So they're going to go to 12. 4, 5, 6. I'll either have 4 if they force both of those and then Tendrils them and then they die. Or if they resolve, I'll have enough to cast Past in Flames and Tendrils after they force it. But that relies on them not drawing discard off Grizzlebrand. Now, normally this deck doesn't play a lot, though, right? Because they play counter magic, and you can't fit counter magic and discard in your combo. So, Strifo, if you have feedback, I'd be interested on what you think the play is here. So I could just discard this Dark Petition to hand size. I think I'm going to do... Specify and fast mana. Because I remember you didn't play Lotus Petal, did you? You played Dark Rit, no Lotus Petal. Is that right? Long time ago, whatever eon it was that you played this deck. Right, I don't like this music right now. It reminisces Grizzlebrand too much. Okay, that's scary. I'm going to change this music. This music is channeling Grizzlebrand. It's not channeling Bolas. Yeah, Dark Rit, no pedal, okay. I'm gonna float a blue so they think for a second while I open up. Oh, no Dark Rit, no pedal. Oh yeah, you played like JVP and stuff. So that tapping just makes them maybe play Reanimate instead of Animate Dead. That probably means that they should have multiples. All right. You have a Grizzlebrand. They could brick on discard. They definitely can't play more than 4. So they have Dark Rit. I don't know if they have Lotus. They're just passing. Whoa. All right. We might get there. Three, 4, 5, 6. So the land grant giving away information is a big deal, though. Do you think they have Fluster? I think they definitely have like Fluster in their deck, and they have a Grizzlebrand to draw it at will. My goal is to get them to try and draw in response to Past in Flames. The issue is they probably won't need to draw because they probably have lots of counter magic as of right now is the issue. Well, next play is next pedal. See if this is too loud. My question is if there's anything they can see if land grant influences their decisions at all. This might be a point that they fight because it fights over 4 mana. Okay. That's fine with me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this next one will have Threshold. If I choose to go for Threshold, I don't really want to give them that Force of Will point. Oh wait, I could have responded! Oh no, then it won't have Threshold. Okay, I think I like what I did here. So, is this balancing well? I hope. I just kind of changed audio services, so I hope this balances well. Okay, this is kind of a tricky game here now. I think I'm supposed to go all in with this. I'm supposed to hit Threshold here. They're almost guaranteed gonna force this, and I'm gonna be in a terrible spot, but this is a really, really rough spot. Oh! Resolve, 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 no! If I had one more mana. If I had one more mana. Oh, man. Am I supposed to cast this now? I probably am. Ah. Oh. Okay, that's almost guaranteed the match right there. We've played Delver twice today and we've demolished it. Oh, that's so good for me. They're gonna force it. There's only like one force left in the deck. Oh, there's 2. So if I draw a Ritual, I win. And they have nothing, I guess. They're also probably just going to make an Ionic here, but... Pop that there. Alright. Okay. Discards Iona to hand size. Ritual, 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 ritual. We lost. I guess I won't right click yet. Well, they've already discarded reanimation spells. Almost guaranteed have them. I'm gonna pack it in here. Alright, well we're 1-2 right now. I think I want to call it here. It's been 3.5 hours. Let's see. For a sec, I at least want to think about this list real quick. So we could play it like this, where we're basically 12 land ant with this Dark Petition Tendrils engine, 12 cantrips, full Dark Cabal Writ. I think I like the number 2 on the monoliths. I'm yet to cast this card still. There's also a chance that 6 discard is not enough, but I think it's fine. This sideboard definitely needs work, if anything. Oh, that's not the sideboard. So far, I've cast Grave Titan twice, and I've won both games. 3 might be a lot, but there are times Citadel sucks. I think this interaction of 2 Truth, 2 Decay, 2 Push is very good right here. Because all of them are good against D&T and Maverick. Decay is also good against like just Tundra decks in general. Equitruth is good against like combo as well as Chalice decks. So these 4 shine against Chalice decks, these 1 shine against creature decks, this one's also playable against creature decks, 1 Massacre because it gets you out of stuff. I haven't gotten to play against the Tundra deck yet, but I imagine these cards are all great. My thought for Welding Jar is it's good against Kolaghan's Command and Abrade, so like, I don't even know if I'm boarding against Grixis Delver because I'm just slamming Grave Titan. So like, maybe these should be Fluster Storms. God, that sounds way better. What did I board? I boarded, yeah, either, so these could either be Fluster Storm, or they could be Graveyard Hate via Surgical Extraction or Tormod's Crypt. Fluster Storm does actually stop Citadel. I guess it does, so it only stops Citadel if you go Monolith into Fluster Storm, but that's probably enough of a reason, because if you cast, or if you go Lotus Petal into it, because if you go, let's say, Ponder and underneath, or let's say you go Cabal Ritual and underneath it is a Fluster Storm, you can fluster the Cabal Ritual and have the copies target the original. So effectively, the fluster, you have like the initial one here, and then all the copies here, and you have, scoot over, there we go. So you go Cabal Ritual, you go fluster, and then all these copies, and you have all the copies target the original fluster. But it would be an issue if you flip Lotus Petal, Monolith, or Citadel, and underneath it's a fluster. So think, for that reason enough, you want to play Tormod's Crypt. And I just think Tormod's Crypt is better than Surgical when you aren't playing a blue deck, and by a blue deck I mean a deck with Force of Will. So we can run that right there. I think I'm going to cut a preordain for a Limb Duel as well because I want to see how it plays. I don't know, whatever. Three Limb Duels vault has to be wrong though, actually. Alright, I think I'm going to call this, as of right now, my final list. Take a screenshot. I'm gonna, there we go. I'm gonna upload this to Twitter. I guess I'll make a command for Citadel. Okay, I'll do that after the stream. Alright, thanks all for checking it out. I'd like to thank Control for Days and Fairy Conclave for subbing. Got 2 subs in here now, let's go. Alright, thanks guys. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll be up probably streaming again Tuesday. I'm not sure, but I just ended my semester right now, so I'm gonna have a little more time to stream. Hopefully work on this as well as some Ruby Storm and some like traditional straight up Ant. Yeah, thanks for coming by.